Kia ora everybody, welcome to Bowls5, proudly presented by Bowls New Zealand. We have assembled here at the Pukekohe Bowling Club, and over the course of the next 4 weeks, 6 of the best bowlers on the planet are going to do battle. We have got Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, he is the 2023 National Singles Champion. We've got Katelyn 2020 National Singles Champion. Selina Goddard, she's a 2-time National Champion. Tayla Bruce is a former national champion and the current world champion. This man here is Shannon McIlroy. He is a 2-time former national champion, former world champ as well. And rounding out this outstanding field, another current world champion. It's 𝗬𝗶𝘃𝗲. Ryan, you and Tayla, you're world champions. Do you have a funny feeling that these other 4 might be ready to take a decent shot at you over the next 4 weeks?
Yeah, definitely take some good shots at us, but they're all world-class bowlers themselves, and I'm just really honoured to be over here playing in this very exciting competition.
Well, Shannon, you get the first opportunity to play against Brian. It's a different format. You reckon you got your tactics sorted?
I think so. Just get him close. See best to smash him all over the green. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, we're going to let Ryan and Shannon get themselves into position for our opening game of Bowls5. You might have a little black and white view of what lawn bowls is. I can tell you right now, over the next 4 weeks, we're going to show you how bright and vivid and colourful it is. And we're going to do it with this format. It is a double round robin. All bowlers will have 4 bowls. It is a 5-end game. There is no kill, so if the jack does leave off the rink, it will be respotted. The mat length and the jack length are fixed, and if we are drawn at the end of 5 ends, we will have a super end, a 1-bowl tiebreaker. Let's have a look at how the schedule is going to go for night number 1. As I say, a repeat of the 2016 World Championship final from Christchurch. McIlroy versus 𝗀𝘃𝗲, then Tayla Bruce versus Katelyn, and then the first of 3 intergender games where we will see Goddard take on Bagrie-Howley, McIlroy versus Bruce, and then we finish our opening night with Katelyn versus Sheldon, Bagrie-Howley again. Right now, let's head up to the mat as we're ready for the first coin toss. Right, so there we go. We are set. We are ready to get underway. We've got Katelyn, we've got Tayla Bruce ready. Ladies, are you excited? Tayla, are you excited by this format?
I'm so excited. I just can't wait to see how it unfolds, and yeah, just looking forward to seeing the action.
Katelyn, you're going to be watching maybe to see how some of the other bowlers sort of approach this 5-end format?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a new format of the game that we haven't played before, so really excited to see how it goes and glad to see 2 champions out there and follow their lead. Yeah,
our guinea pigs are set. They are ready to go. This is game 1, Bowls5. Let it go. So 𝗀𝘃𝗲 to get us underway, and as I say, how good to have 2 current world champions, former world champ as well there in Shannon McIlroy, and I tell you what, that's not a bad wee opener for our evening's bowling. So Ryan with the blue, Shannon there in the red, as you can see, bowls colour-coded, players colour-coded as well.
Makes it easy, doesn't it, for the audience at home to follow along?
Yeah, well it does, and the other good thing you're going to see very shortly as well is, in addition to our wonderful umpires, we've got Sue and we've got Margaret. You will also see as well up on your screen just that little marker, the virtual marker as well there. So Shannon at the moment holding shot.
Absolutely, it's a fantastic tool that we've got out here with those markers on the green. Yeah, really makes it easy to see who's holding for the audience out there.
So how much have you guys been thinking about this 5-end format? Because, I mean, you're used to playing best of 21 or playing set number of ends, but 5 ends, how does that change, Tayla, the way you intend to try and approach these sort of games?
Well, you can't really afford a slow start, can you? So trying to click it as fast as you can and just keeping an eye on optimising. I think those bonus bowls will be really important. I mean, we see how many times we have an opportunity to try and bowl a bonus shot and it can miss, but in this kind of format you need every single shot you can get.
Well, there you go, and you can see that Ryan now has drawn back and just marker put on there by Sue. Nice response. Now, the other interesting one, and I suspect we're going to see it at some point over the course of the next 4 weeks, is the bowl off. This super
holding one.
end, the one bowl.
How exciting. Oh my goodness. It's going to be some cracking games.
But have you thought about how you approach it? With one and done. You're going to get one shot.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting one. I'm glad we're not out first because I feel like this one could go to a tie break. Two class players out there. No, it'll be very interesting to see the different tactics. Not quite reaching there.
How far is the blue behind
attacking
Jack level?
will be interesting.
Yeah, I'd say we'll see a bit of aggression during these games. It's very do or die minds there, I think.
Shannon with the last bowl of this opening end. You draw here on this forehand side. So you can just see, just by the way that the bowls are grouped on the head there, just the absolute quality of these two gentlemen. Very familiar with each other.
And familiar with playing on sort of TV league events as well. So they're the perfect duo to get out there first and show us the way.
And straight away, it looks as though Sue is going to have a little bit of work here. What do you reckon, Shannon?
Oh, it's red all day, mate.
Red all day?
All day.
There we go. We will
Go
get
against
the
blue, buddy.
measuring out. We'll see. Sue doing a great job there. We've got Sue and Margaret who are going to be our umpires, markers over the course of this particular event.
Very experienced as well, the two of them, which is amazing to know that our game here is in very safe hands.
Gee, this is only the first end. Already a bit of tension going.
I think we'll be pretty quick to get the measure out, especially with the targets on the mat. Just makes you second guess a little bit your judgment with the eye, and you may as well get it checked when you've got such quality umpires next door.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they haven't had a couple of looks. There we go, it's blue.
Thank you.
Bester.
Good
Off
try,
the mark.
Shannon.
Look, you've got the opportunity. You may as well try and get in the head, Shan. That's fair enough. So there we go. It's the reigning world champion who gets the opening shot. Now, this is the other thing with regards to how this all works. It's every game counts, but every end counts. Every shot counts as well, because as you'll see a little bit later on when we'll bring up our points table, all of that is going to matter in terms of how we break things down in terms of tiebreakers. And so again, that's another thing, as you pointed out, Taylor, you can't have a slow start because you want to get the end count up as much as you want to get the shot counts up as well.
Exactly. It's great for our focus. Every bowl counts, and you can't get too ahead of yourself out here with such a short format.
What's the sort of shortest format that you guys would normally play?
Shortest I've played is either like a sets play type game or BPL 2 5-end sets with a tiebreaker. So yeah, this is completely new and unique and very, very exciting. I'm very excited for the 1-end tiebreak. Hope we see heaps of those.
So straight away, as I said, we've got two of the best on the planet, as we say.
Yeah. Won't
Shannon.
take long for these boys to hone in. The rink's running beautifully.
So we talk about how well these blokes know each other. And obviously, I mean, all of the athletes who are competing here on Bowls5 know each other really, really well. Do you get to, like, know what the other bowler's going to do in certain situations? Like, we're going to get to see you two playing next. Do you know if there's a bowl in a certain position that you know that Taylor's going to do this and that you need to do that? Does it get to that level, given how much you guys compete with and against each other?
Yeah, I mean,
Margaret, how far
we
shorts do
do
you shop off,
become
please?
very familiar with each other's games, and we've played together a lot, especially in that New Zealand team. But I think in this format, it's going to be a whole new ball game. I think we're going to see some shots out, like left field shots out of the park that we haven't seen from each other before. So it gives us that opportunity to attack more.
We've been given the green light to be creative and take a couple of risks.
Well, we absolutely love creative.
Yeah. Which will be fun. You might see a few shots that we wouldn't normally play, just given the format and the environment.
Bester here, just looking to add, holding one at the moment.
He's got a good little gate going as well,
Yeah,
following
he's
that one
hanging
very
around.
quickly. Oh, that's
Very
nice,
good
holding
shot.
a couple there. Stalking, stalking. Always a good sign when McIlroy's on the stalk.
Yeah, he'll be looking a little bit cluttered from the mat there.
All right, playing with weight on the backhand through his own. It's not far
Move, move,
away.
It's a good line. Might have saved himself a shot there. It is the one for Bester. So just doing it in singles. Bester up by a couple as we head into the middle end. Say just the 5 ends in these games. Already we're seeing how close and tight expected it to be. Shannon getting over Ryan that final in Christchurch 2016. Ryan claiming the world title last year. So he's the reigning world champ. Just a reminder about the wonderful calibre that we've got on display.
It's 2-0 for me.
And another world champion to follow. Have you found that when you are bowling against people, Tayla, now that you are the world champ, is there been a little bit of a change in the way people play their bowls against you?
I haven't noticed it too much yet, to be honest. It was a great moment to get that achievement ticked off. But you know, for me, it feels like it's a gradual. It's another step in my whole journey, and I guess you sort of grow with the game as your skills improve and everything over the years. So the pressure just piles up over the years anyway, I think. So yeah, you just carry on and play your bowls and focus on your process and then see what happens. Of course, it does create a bit of a target on your back, but I think all of us here have situations like that regardless of what our achievements are, just given the fact that we're in, you know, representing our countries and we're out there playing amongst everyone and anybody. It's a great thing about bowls, you know, that you can play in all these events and come up against all of us in nationals or Australian Opens or anything like that.
Well, but you also get it as well just if you go down to your local club, like when you're starting out. Like I know both of you young ladies, you started out your careers reasonably young. It must have been really awesome though. You go out there and you're hanging with, you know, club members who have been around maybe the club scene for 30, 40, maybe even 50 years, and it's one of those nice integrations of the sport of bowls, isn't it, at your local bowls club?
Yeah, well, we've essentially grown up in a bowls club. I've been at Burnside for coming up 17 seasons, so that's a lot of years going through that I've seen all these people in the community, and that's the wonderful thing about our game.
So it's McIlroy holding a couple here, trying to draw level.
This is a bonus shot opportunity that he will not want to miss.
Bowl on the way. Holding a couple.
Wonder if he likes it or not. He's watching it intently. I don't think it's going to
He's
come
got that
back.
stare, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's actually got quite a good wee poker face.
He does.
Well, see what the agreement is. What's he doing there? Is that a little line of sight thing, is it?
Yeah, you can
Two
use
shots.
your fingers to measure. So
Right.
it's a good wee trick, often used if you have a good eye
Save the-
and you back
save
your
the
eye,
market
but it's
measure,
just
mate.
another double check.
So what is it? So he's interlocking his hands.
Yeah, interlocks them,
And
looks
then-
down,
This is it.
fixes his spot, and
Yep.
then moves around from jack to bowl.
It would, yeah, you have your fingers sort of pointing out.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Fascinating. My dad never taught me that trick down at Wanganui Bowling Club. Well,
It's a bit controversial at times, I think. A few people don't like it because it's not obviously super reliable, but it is good if you really do think you can see it quite clearly and it's just a double check.
it's a good little indicator.
Yeah, exactly.
And now everybody having seen Shannon McIlroy do it, they will be doing that at their local roll-up over the course of the summer. 2 apiece. 4th end.
2-all. 2-all. 2.
Here's hoping we get that tie break. We've been
Well, I was
Yeah.
going to say, if we
wishing
got a
for.
tie break right off the start, how good would that be? Just a reminder, if it is all level at the end of 5 ends, currently 2 shots apiece after 3, it would be a super end, 1 bowl. And how would that be with 2 of the more, shall we say, assertive bowlers in the world game?
Yes, that would be very exciting, and it would be interesting to see with the coin toss what people, what they would choose to do. A lot of times in a tie-break situation, you'd give that mat away or give that bowl away to have that last say. So it'll be interesting to see the tactics, whether they're going to be trying to run jacks in or drawing shots.
Yeah, last bowl is always pretty helpful during a tie break.
So just a reminder as well that in the instance where the jack leaves the rink, that they will re-spot the jack. It's a little bit different. Of course, as per normal standard rules, if jack gets drawn through into the ditch, touching bowls are still live. So just a little tweak.
Yeah, and that respot is on that purple circle, so that's about 3 metres from the ditch. So it's going to go back there if it does kill.
Beast up. Gonna sneak in. It's still going to be Shannon holding shot at the moment. As it just starts to get a little bit more serious. I was wondering how long it would take for the competitive juices to kick in. It hasn't taken long at all. Final bowl, Mclroy on the way.
Following it down to see where it lands, hoping for a 2.
Not far away.
That's nice. Gets a wee jog on as well. Doesn't mind that. He holds 2.
Down to 𝗰𝗶𝘃𝗲 to see if he can change the story here on this end.
Not mucking around either. Quickly into it. Oh, as we track this one coming through.
Is it going to get there?
Oh, just. So has he cut that down maybe to 1?
1.
Oh,
Shannon.
Mclroy with the advantage as we head to the 5th end.
Smiles on the roof, which is good to see.
And what's really interesting here is Shannon's just scored to make it 3-2, but 𝗀𝘃𝗲 does have that last bowl. So similar to the situation we're talking about in the tie-break, having the last bowl on the last end can be a huge advantage.
Cracking opening to Bowls5, and Mclroy gets the final end underway.
Yeah, we've got to follow this, Katelyn. Good luck, us.
Yeah.
I
Right, shut our eyes and
I have
hope.
a funny feeling that you guys will have no problems at all. That
Great
is
starter there from
stunning
Shannon.
from Shannon
Woo-hoo.
Mclroy.
Celebrations.
All of a sudden things start to get a little bit more serious. I tell you what, that's not shabby to follow either. Look at this.
Last bowl, just 4 bowls short of Jack High, yeah?
The half a bowl short.
Okay, thank you.
So Shannon there just finding out the position of that last bowl, where it's sitting in relation to that jack.
Lovely delivery. Nice and smooth, very simple, very effective. Oh, they're starting to get locked in. They're going to be maybe just a hair short. Was that a strategic play, possibly?
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly.
he's going with that.
Part of the plan.
Yeah,
It's always part of the plan.
certainly not wasted against 𝗰𝗶𝘃𝗲, that's for sure.
Oh,
Oh, it's just
Oh,
shot. That's
that just makes things a little bit more spicy. Just a reminder too that there has now touched Jack, so that'll be marked. Mclroy holding shot at the moment.
Close, Shannon.
Might be a bit short.
Just got to run.
How much do you guys know?
What
How
is
much
one
do you
out of
guys
10
know
more?
when a bowl leaves your hand? Whether it's good or whether it's not?
On a good day, you know straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping by the end of this have a bit of feel, but yeah, it just depends on the rink and the conditions.
Oh, I'll tell you
Good
what,
shot here from Esther.
Wow.
that one
Is
must
a
have felt good
pressure
out of the
ball.
hand, Ryan.
Yep.
That's a good shot.
That is a good shot. We've noticed. Right, here we go. So at the moment, Ryan, hold shot. That would send us to a tiebreaker straight out the gate. McIlroy, though, I'm sure will have something to say. A little bit of weight on this one.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. He'll be pleased he didn't get his own there.
Well, this could be for the win. He holds one.
Esther, how is it?
I like it at the moment.
Like it more.
It's got starting to
Oh.
turn
Sort
now.
of hang on.
Phone a friend.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness!
Well done, guys. Tiebreaker time.
And just like that,
Turned it.
we head to the
Alrighty.
super end.
All right, you got a coin.
All right, it's going to be a coin toss to decide who goes first. Shannon, have you thought this through? Have you thought through what your tactics were going to be?
No. I think this dictates what happens.
I'll go tails.
Heads it is.
Shannon wins the
Oh,
toss.
there we go.
Yeah.
Straight away he defers. Straight away.
Take the last bowl.
You want that last bowl, don't you, Shannon?
Yeah, I think that's important. At least you know what you got.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Whew. Bowl super end.
Chase it, Ryan.
Yep. It's got to get up, I think.
Get up. On a
Oh,
good
he
track.
wants
He's
this.
on a
He's
great
very
track.
close to this.
What a start.
Wow.
Oh, look at
Beautiful.
that. But he has set a target.
Should we first, yeah? Is it full ball short?
It's 2 ball shot.
No, that's Margaret, our other marker.
Shannon on the runner.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
for it.
Close.
No.
They're going to do... No.
Oh,
The world champ prevails in a cracking game one, night one, Bowls5. What an absolute beauty. What a great example of how exciting the sport could be. Ryan Bester, the world champion, getting the job done. Game one.
So,
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now Tauranga, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
No mai hoki mai. Let's get ready for game 2 of the opening night of Bowls5. Let's head down to our umpire, Margaret, with the coin toss.
Tails, please. Oh,
It's a head.
you can start. Okay.
So it's Tayla Bruce versus Katelyn Inch. This is Selina Goddard. This is Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. Right, I mean, Sheldon, did you learn anything watching that opening game?
Well, just like how we were talking before, that you know, we're having a roll up and everyone's inside the circle, and yeah, the moment the game started, things sort of changed a bit.
Does that still happen? I mean, you guys are all such experienced bowlers. Selina, does it really feel sometimes that there is still that little bit of nerves? And is that kind of cool in a way?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that nerves just means that it matters to you and you care. So no surprises. You know, if the roll-up is a little bit different to when the game begins.
So it is the reigning world champ, Tayla Bruce. We saw the world champion and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 to get off to a great start. Now, opening game.
Tiebreaker as well.
Yeah, well, again, we talk about the tactical side of things there. Did that give you any hints as to how you may approach it? If, let's say, I don't know, you and Selina end up tied at the end of 5 games, 5 ends in our next game.
Yeah, I want to hear the tactics here. Go on.
I'll probably just give it away and let her sink it.
There we go. There we go. Here we go. Well, that's a great start by Katelyn Inch. These two players, of course, you guys spend so much time together as part of the New Zealand team.
Yes.
Do you start to learn the traits? Do you know what a strength of Tayla's game is, what a strength of Katelyn's game is? Do you know how you could maybe exploit it if you so desire?
I think so. I think, you know, we've played with each other and against each other quite a lot, that you do kind of learn that when there's two heads set up and you've got 2 options, you kind of know what that player might opt to do, which means that when you are playing against them, you sort of know if you're not getting the result you want, you kind of know where you want to be missing.
Everyone's tracking nicely, but it's going to come up just short. All of a sudden it's got very quiet. They were very chatty and talkative in commentary, and all of a sudden, as soon as it's time to start rolling, game face is on. This got very serious very quick. They were so jovial no more than a few moments ago. That's what we like to see. So it is Katelyn at the moment who's holding the shot. You can see that, the white paddle indicated.
You like it? No.
The right of your screen there.
Bit high this time.
Very high quality.
Just, as my grandfather used to tell me, nothing wrong with a back bowl. Always good to have a couple back there.
Always handy.
Mind you, that could have just been Popper trying to make me feel bad because I had gone way too far through the head. It's the
Needs
4th
this
and
one.
final bowl for Tayla.
Track's not bad.
It's running a bit too. I might need to learn something.
Get lucky.
Ooh. Well, so at the moment,
I'd say she should be close to having 2 there.
well, might have to bust out the tape measure as we did early on. So this is an opportunity, a little bonus bowl for Katelyn to try and sneak one in there. Maybe snare definitely a second, could even hold 3.
Yep.
Is it going to get there though?
Yeah, nice.
Sure is.
Yes, it is.
Very much a skips finish there, making most of the bonus goal when you get them.
It's definitely 2.
Definitely a couple. Let's have a listen.
My money's on 3, I think.
I've got the worst eyes, so I'm not even going to look.
Caitlin's gone to go find her glasses.
Check that. It's so hard with the yeah.
Oh, and as we saw in the opening game, straight away, Sue's got to get the measuring tape out. Now, just explain, what's Sue doing there?
So she is what you call chocking the bowl, and so that just means when she goes to measure, the bowl is just in a more secure position, just in case any sort of pressure goes against the bowl with the measuring tape.
Right, so there we go.
I imagine it'd be quite hard to measure on that mat too, with it being slippery.
Yes.
Right, so we'll... There we see great camera angle there. So there's the tape measure that's being used. Well, the work at the moment being done by Sue. Margaret getting a free ride down at the other end at the moment.
I can't hear them in this.
Wait. You see, just getting everything all set. So at the moment, it's 2 definite shots to Katelyn Inch.
Thank you. Okay.
So, confirmation.
Leave
3.
that jack where it is.
3 shots.
Thanks, Sue.
Oh, that's a cracking start. 3 shots, Katelyn Inch.
And here's your chocks. Just hope I don't get my mic off.
Pretty much a dream start for the short format.
My mic's dropped. It's dropped off. I need it back on.
Out the gate quick, Katelyn Inch. You're dialed in, aren't you, buddy?
Don't worry, I'm surprising myself.
Not surprising anyone who's seen you play.
It's fallen off. It just needs to be refilled.
Very good start.
Back onto my pants. Yeah. No, it fell off.
Now,
Wait.
response, as I say, she's the world champion for nothing.
That fell off.
Tayla Bruce, she'll be able to respond quite nicely.
Persisting with the forehand, even though Katelyn's got one sort of right in the running.
It's rolling nicely. Now, a little aside from the bowls, we saw just prior to coming back from our break a very nice little video on Twilight Bowls, and I understand I'm standing next to the person who created it, Selina Goddard.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
So I've been working, I guess, in content creation for about 10 years now, and particularly more work with videography and piecing together content like that, more so in the last 3 years. And yeah, I feel really privileged that I was able to create something like that for Bowls New Zealand.
Well, we talk about the vibrancy and the colour. It must have been fun going around and shooting some of those Twilight bowlers, because they really get into it, not just from the actual playing point of view, but the outfits that they wear, and they're very, very expressive. You must have seen a few things. That would have been fun.
Oh, it's so fun. And I just, I honestly recommend it to any of my friends, colleagues, clients that I've worked with. It's just, the most inclusive sport that I know, and you can just have a laugh at yourself as well. It is a hard sport to play, but everyone can give it a crack. So to be able to see that many people at a Twilight League on a beautiful afternoon, some liquids going around, some food going around, it was just an awesome atmosphere.
So can we expect the Selina Goddard in-depth bowls documentary, maybe making some kind of a play for the big movie festivals around the world?
Oh, goodness.
Bit of Telluride, bit of Toronto, maybe have a crack at an Oscar, that sort of thing.
Oh my gosh, how many seasons are we looking at here?
Oh, just nice little tight 90-minute documentary. That'll be the way to go.
Oh goodness, imagine that. That would be a story to tell.
You could follow Sheldon on for a season.
Yes.
That would be quite a good one. We wouldn't be able to use young Sheldon as the title, because I understand that's already been taken. But
Apparently copyright.
There we go. Katelyn Inch at the moment up 3 and holding a shot as well.
There's a bit of a position there, though, if Taylor's game enough to have a crack.
Oh, do you like that hole there, Tayla? You think you got one?
No, I'll be down. Wait, what's that? Sorry?
Are you going to have a crack at this one? You reckon you can get it?
I think I backed myself to beat my last bowl.
Righty-ho.
You get this.
Yeah.
I like the confidence there. She knows what she's going to do.
Don't know if the speed backs up the
bravado.
the hope. Yeah, that's all right. Just trying to settle into the speed.
That's all right. No worries at all. So, go at the moment.
Yeah, 2.
Couple to Katelyn. Now, that's interesting. So, the lead is 5, so she's already up a full end with 3 ends to play.
Oh,
does kind of change your tactics going into the game now. Just
start,
be a bit
Katelyn.
more conservative, probably. No, that dropping ones are not the worst thing. And
I was going to say though, in this stop, because as we have pointed out with regards to the format that we're going to be running here, it's every game, but it's every end, and it's every shot. Can you afford to be conservative? You still need to be a little bit aggressive, don't you?
oh, you can't let your guard down ever. Like, otherwise, yeah, you'll be risking yourself there.
Nice opening bowl as well from Katelyn. Of course, just a reminder, she's playing against the reigning world champion too. So I think 5 shots down. You just don't bet against Tayla Bruce, and straight away she responds very nicely. Just rolls through a little bit. That's a good position. Still holding shot at the moment.
Yeah, Katelyn's jumped onto it pretty quick. Another good one here.
You think this would get
Ooh.
down for it?
Need a... Oh, no.
Wow,
Very
that's
nicely done.
Good shot.
beautiful,
Thanks.
beautiful bowling. And a good poker face as well.
There is one woman I could ring in to do a poker face. It is Katelyn.
Thanks, Selina.
You're welcome.
All right.
Cross. Still a couple of shots here for Katelyn.
Thought she might have been a bit more attacking. Trying to gain back some shots.
Still
Got a good bump on that one. So,
got the opportunity.
It's coming out,
hear it.
it's coming out smooth.
oh, if it's smooth, it's a problem. So,
Another one again. The weight very good. Just a little nice bowl there towards the back.
Just don't think
Katelyn
it's
up
going to
by
hold like
5.
I'm expecting it to. It's just going to go under.
It's the right intent. That speed is going to give her chances.
All it takes, well, she's got all her bowls positioned to one side, so all she needs to do, if she brings Jack across a little,
Sounds
Very-
easy.
does sound easy.
Definitely doesn't make it easy though when Katelyn is
Come off again.
nailing her line.
This thing.
Oh, and when she's running after,
Yeah. Just keep
I think
popping
both
out.
feet should be off the ground here.
that is
Nah.
very good.
Overarm.
Very
Bit of a
nice.
target, reach
Yeah.
back. Well,
Yeah. Hit the front blue. She's got the next 3 after those 3, so clear them all out and kill, respot.
go. Bit of weight on this.
Down a little bit.
And through. So
Okay.
3.
So Tayla needs 2 4s now.
Yeah, I was going to say she's dormy. It's
2
How
4s.
many is it?
2 4s to force
two
a
ends to
tiebreaker.
play.
It's 3.
We'll wait for confirmation.
There's another couple of bowls, just she might have to
3.
grab them just to help out a bit more.
Well, as I say, if you're going to back anyone, throw the world champion that particular
Thank
honour as
you.
we move into end number 4.
I reckon Katelyn should sink the jack for game
oh, was
here.
that okay? Backhand or forehand? I'm not.
Backhand.
Backhand holds.
Try. Just a little runner.
One
Love
thing
it.
we are learning in this
Narrow. Don't
particular
worry. It's
game.
narrow.
Oh, so there you go. So
Well,
just
got the chance
explain,
here.
Sheldon, what the logic was that you were talking about there for those people who might be wondering what you were meaning sink the jack.
Well, if Katelyn had got the jack in the ditch and sat beside it, obviously Tayla can't score, so it sort of sews the game up. Can't come back from that. So it's sort of a game winner, but now it's given Tayla the chance to jump on, unless she's game enough to go again.
It's very aggressive, Katelyn.
Because
It is
there's
aggressive.
still the 2 options. She can get the jack, or if
She's
she
got a
gets
bit
the
of a
red
lead,
bowl
so
off,
I
it's the
think she
same.
can afford
I
to.
respect Taylor too much. For all of this stuff.
feel like Sheldon could be that little sort of like devil in one ear and I'm this sort of angel in the other, being like, you just do what you want to do. Sheldon's like, do it.
Well,
do
here's
it.
Just do it.
Here's the other thing that we've learned just in this little period of the game, as much as we've learned about Tayla and Katelyn, what we've learned is that Sheldon Bagrie-Howley has got some very interesting thoughts as to how he is going to approach this game of Bowls5. And quite frankly, Selina Goddard, I think you should just be a little bit nervous.
I mean, just when you said Sheldon has some very interesting thoughts, you could have just full stopped it there. That is just who Sheldon is. And so kind of unpredictable playing, but also predictable as well.
Yeah.
Righty-ho.
If it's going to look cool, it's most likely going to be tried.
We love that. We love that. We are all for experimenting, expressing oneself, if you want to use that particular phrase. Katelyn at the moment. Nicely in control.
It still gives a chance here.
Well, I somehow need to get this jack to my 2.
Or you just play the 2 bowls and stay.
There's that little devil in the ear. Back yourself,
Yeah, I
Tayla.
could give another chance. If it ends up grouping back there, then that's not too bad either.
So she's looking to make a connection to the bowls or a slice of the jack here.
It's gonna get down.
It's not bad if it just moves.
Bad.
Oh, well, maybe land my own and stick around.
Slide through.
Now see, that's still a good shot. She's
Yeah.
still got the 3 at the back now.
What do you reckon Taylor's going to play?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
So let's see how.
Running for cover.
So just a reminder that with the way the head's currently set at the moment, with those 3 back bowls,
Interesting.
there's a chance for Tayla, if she could actually drag the kitty through,
Yep.
she could get the first 4 she's looking for. Now, is there a wee window? Is there a window, Tayla?
Oh, well, there's a chance I could try and get that jack back past the target. It's just whether I sort of go the holdy hand or look to stay down this one, which I know.
Right, so few options there.
You can get just around
Yeah,
line.
I think
front
I
one.
may as well just
Yeah.
stay where I've been, I think, and hope that I just take
Yeah,
it
I think
through
it's
with
got
me.
to stay forehand.
Try and open this game back up.
Just to keep the game alive.
It's not
Taylor?
fair effort here.
Not a bad
hurry.
shot.
Get there. Ah,
Effort.
wasn't far off.
Oh, not quite.
I'd say she's maybe just cut the scoring down.
1.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, Katelyn.
Thank you.
Ooh,
That
does
wraps
Katelyn
it all
try?
up.
Does she try run it in to keep her scoreless?
Well, as again, people might be thinking, my goodness, this Sheldon Bagrie-Howley is a very, very evil human being, thinking in that particular regard. But you've got to remember, we're talking about a double round robin league style event here. And it does come down to not only how many games you win,
But each end as well.
each end, each shot, everything counts from that particular regard. So this could end up being something that could help in a tiebreaker situation, because the playoff
Nice
format
start.
is another beautiful opening bowl there by Katelyn. Because the playoff format is a little bit different that we're going to be running. So basically, after the league play has been completed, players will be ranked 1 through 6. And then the playoff format's kind of gauntlet-ish.
Yeah.
Whereas 5 will play 6, then the winner of that will play 4, the winner of that will play the 3rd place person, winner of that will play 2nd, winner of that will then play in the final against our top qualifier. So all these little things that we're talking about, you may be wondering, oh, is it really that important? It's very significant, because it's going to impact where you are going to finish. And right now, Katelyn Itsche has won all 4 ends. She's up a couple here. So this is a great start to her campaign in Bowls5. So again, it also is a reason for Tayla to try and respond and get a few back. I tell you what, that is a very nice shot. Just
It's not
slides
going to do
through.
anything though. I think I'm still down.
So still the one held by Katelyn. Just trying to sneak that one in the back there. She continues to hold shot. Get on the board here.
Just a touch big.
Well, she'll get the last bowl in this one. Been a very impressive display by Katelyn. Last bowl of what's been a very impressive opening game. Nice big run again, just trying to tuck it in there, is she?
Played it well.
That is very nice indeed. Another couple. Tayla looking to respond.
A bit more assertive here.
It's not the line.
Where's this one going? Just cuts
Well
under
done.
again.
I would have liked a point, but that's okay.
Well,
You play really well.
that is very impressive. We'll get confirmation of the final. It should be 2 shots.
Yeah.
It is confirmed as 2 shots and a very impressive start by Katelyn Inch. She defeats the world champion Tayla Bruce by 11-0.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
It's a pretty good start, Katelyn. Got to be stoked with that one.
Yes. Yes, I am. They were bumping them out, which is always good for me in my delivery. But yeah, no, the rink's playing really nicely. So yeah.
It always, it's never how it comes out. It's always where it ends up. Isn't that the theory?
Absolutely, but you know, you're playing against 5 other world-class players, so you can expect, if you can get a couple under your belt early, it's definitely going to help. But yeah, great to get that first one anyway.
Taylor, if that's the one that you don't want, it's good to get it out of the way first up, isn't it?
It's only up from here, surely. No, it was really fun, and I mean, it would have been nice to have a closer game, but that's all right. We're settling in and looking forward to the rest of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will see Tayla Bruce a little bit later on in the afternoon. Let's go to the points table, and there you see, just like that, with a shot to the top. Inch, 1 game, 5 points. Look though at that shot difference, and again, that could be absolutely crucial. Well, next up, the 2 people who have been joining me in commentary, it's going to be Selina Goddard versus Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, who straight away has really decided that he's going to be the villain of Bowls5 with the way that he has really approached some of these particular reads. Shannon, are you always this aggressive, always this, dare I say it, mischievous when it comes to your bowls?
Oh, I tend to be known to live and die by the sword, but in this short format, it could easily, come back and bite you.
I was going to say, it's going to be a nice little balance, isn't it, Selina? It really is. From your point of view, again, you've seen a couple of games now. Have you learned much?
I mean, sort of firstly, if Sheldon wants to play the shots that he wants to play, I've got to get close is the first thing. So if I can get him close, I mean, it will be good. I think that sort of starting off with a good first bowl is going to be a huge benefit in this short format. So try to get him close, but not too close. Leave some gaps.
Well, thank you guys very much for helping me in commentary. We're now going to let Selina and Sheldon go, because when we return, it will be Game 3, Night 1, Bowls5.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝘄𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝘄𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
Normal Hockey, my welcome back. This is game 3, night 1 of Bowls5. Let's head up and get the coin toss.
Selina, would you like to call?
Tails, please.
It's tail.
Hey.
Selina's on it.
So there we go. So Selina has won the toss. It's going to be Sheldon to bowl first. We've got Ryan Bester. We've got Shannon McIlroy in commentary as well. And all is in readiness for this, the third game. You've had an opportunity, guys, to sit down. You played the opener. You've had a chance to sit down and watch one. How much are you guys trying to learn the best way to approach this shorter format game? Because you guys play all different styles all over the world. This one is still a little quirky. Is it a bit to get your head around, Ryan?
Oh, a little bit. Just how quick it was. You know, me and Shannon, we got off the game. We thought we only were out there for about 10 or 12 minutes. Yeah, so it's really quick, which is fun. But yeah, boy, learning. You know, especially the tie break. We played the first ever tie break in Bowls5 to see if you want to, you know, go first or have the last ball, and we'll see how the nights progress, what the percentages are.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that something, Shannon, you're going to be sort of keeping an eye on as well, sort of maybe some of the other approaches to those key little moments?
Yeah, and obviously Brian touched on the tiebreak scenario. Like in a perfect world, when we normally play an extra end, if it's a traditional format, yeah, you want to go last, but the difference is you've been out there for an hour and a half. You know what? You know the rink by the back of your hand. But this here, 5 ends, sometimes might be going first. You know what? You put the pressure on.
Yeah.
Even if it's 2 feet away, the other person's still got to beat it.
Yeah, I know in golf, you know, the Ryder Cup, they always say you kind of want to be the first one going to the green to put the pressure on. So it'll just be interesting, which is another little twist in this this great, exciting new format.
Well, talk to us a little bit about that, because as I said, you guys do play a variety of formats, and you've got the traditional that a lot of people probably know a little bit about, but you also play league bowls in Australia, or you play league bowls all around the world. So how much does that sort of differ to what maybe people's mindset or people's vision of the game of bowls is?
Yeah, I mean, for example, like the BPL in Australia, there's a couple of crucial ends in both sets with the power plays, and all teams know if you can nullify the opposition's one and win your own, it goes a long way to winning those sets. I think with this kind of format, with the 5 ends, I think if you were to win 3 ends, there's a good chance out of the 5 that you could come away with victory. So I think you'll be aiming for at least 2 of the ends in the first 4 to give yourself the best opportunity. If you win 2 of the first 3, you've got a good chance of going into that last end at least with an opportunity to win the game.
Yeah, I think getting off to a good start is very important. Obviously, with the class of players that Bowls New Zealand's have assembled here, it's going to be hard to get 3 or 4 the last 10. You know, everyone can hit. So I think getting off to that really good start is going to be very crucial.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
So a bit of a shaky start here.
They've all hit their line pretty well.
Just a wait.
Just a couple of feet away. Selina's got an opportunity to potentially, she gets the right weight onto the mat.
It's also very exciting. This is the first intergender match.
Yes, it is. Good point.
So see what the tactics are as well.
Well, Selina has drawn first blood.
We get better.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting doing the previous game with them. Sheldon's the way his mind thinks about the game of bowls, I found quite fascinating.
Yeah, I think we might have to get a couple of helmets and a couple of shin
I
pads
was
for the
about, I was
markers.
about
maybe,
to say. I was about to say straight away. He's thinking, take Jack into the ditch, kill that game. The previous one that we just saw.
It's the old adage: you drive for show, draw for dough.
Absolutely, and I think that terminology will always be around regardless of what form of the game you play.
Well, it's a little bit interesting because obviously in terms of with this, and I'm standing beside two of the best drivers that Bowls has seen in a very, very long time. But if you kill the end, it just gets respotted. So does that take a little bit of one of your guys' really good weapons away from you, a touch?
I think we were going to see it when me and Shan played, but he played a perfect blocker the last day. If Shan drew a back toucher, then my plan is just to get one a bit handy, then you can go it. You get the ball out, and then it's going to go right back, and that other close ball is going to be shot, which over the night and over the next couple of weeks, we're going to see more of those ends happen.
So yeah, and you'd probably go through, if in that scenario, rather than a clean jack, if you're full-blooded driving, might be the option to go through a bowl to get through to the jack.
Yeah.
So you take the bowl off the mat,
Yeah,
get the kill that way.
Yeah, I think you'll be going for the ball instead of the jack, which is a bit different than. No, here we go. Here's a bit of aggression from Sheldon.
He hasn't mucked around, has he? Straight away.
Just slightly on the outside, but far away.
Yeah.
Well,
see that's where he played the controlled way. He could sink the jack, where if he just belted it, the jack's gonna go right back to his ball. So
absolutely,
very assertive.
Yeah,
very assertive.
So now Selina, she'll be looking just to draw another toucher and get that jack in behind Sheldon's ball. Because if he takes his own ball out, he'll be 3 down.
Well, currently
She's
up a shot.
She's a good chance of covering. Oh, nearly.
Yeah.
Nearly covered it. She sort of covered the blue one.
Scared
See
to
if
take
Sheldon,
the ball out of the ditch, please.
Let's see if Sheldon just tighten up his line up here.
So ask for that bowl to be removed from the ditch.
Obviously, Sheldon's go-to in singles is a mad up and jack and ditch, and he's very successful at this shot.
He's only just.
Oh, he's getting closer. You're getting closer, fella.
Yeah.
You got one more. You got one more.
That's why they give you 4, eh?
Yeah.
The great 𝗫𝗀𝗃𝗃 always said, you always miss with the first so you can have another go at it. Anything past here would be great for Selina. Quite hard how it's set up for Sheldon to get his own ball out.
Yeah, do you feel, Ryan, that maybe the drive is the bit option here, just to kill an Indian?
Yeah, just get the ball out. You get one, and
because the front bowls protect this one.
Well, let's see what he's got.
There we go. A bit less. Probably a little bit less. Because one's just gonna
no,
tight.
Move.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No damage done.
No damage done. So it'll be interesting to see how he approaches if he comes across this scenario again. Obviously, it's early days, trying to feel out how to play this tactically.
Tighten it up just a little bit.
I assume that was you out there on the map, best up. You probably would have gone. You would have driven that.
Yeah, probably would have.
And just go for the kill when it goes back.
Well, it's really interesting because we're actually looking at the same scenario as your opening game from earlier this evening, because single shots on the opening two ends.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see too many 3s and 4s in this format, especially with the caliber of players on. And the carpet's quite good here, so.
Yeah, and the games are going to get, as players get out there and roll out and they get a few games on this, you'd probably expect the product to get a bit tighter and tighter. So.
And the athletes to get more and more competitive, Shannon?
Absolutely. With a smile on your dial.
Yeah, always.
Following me now.
Especially, Sheldon did have 3 cracks at that, where it's such a short format. He's only got, 11 bowls left now. You want to try to get that rhythm, get your weight.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, Selina is, say, 2 to the good. She's about to put another
good,
one well.
Yeah, she's good.
Right on the money.
Little touch and just turn away.
There's a nice swoop on this side. The backhand go in this direction.
Definitely a lot more swing going this direction in comparison to the other.
Why would that be? Because I'm sure there'll be people sitting at home going, hey, guys, you're indoors. It's this beautiful environment. Why would it be like that?
Every rink, I've never played on a perfect rink, and I never will. There's always a little, most rinks, there's always a bit of a wider side and a bit of a tighter side on surfaces all over the world, especially on indoor. It's generally the same.
I think the turn probably is due to this direction they're playing. I would say this is at least a yard quicker, so the bowls take longer to get to the other end. So therefore, in theory, it should turn just a smidgen more.
Okay, big shot here from Sheldon. He's 2 down. He doesn't want to go 4-0 down with only 2 ends to go. See how his speed is here. His track's pretty good.
It's not too bad. He just needs to run into their little white fella.
Yeah.
And he's played a great shot.
Look at that.
That's a great shot.
That is nice. Yeah, you're allowed to smile. You're allowed to smile.
All right, Selina will be forehand social weight up here. Just a couple yards.
He's got chances off the shelf.
Yeah.
Here we forehand social weight. Explain that term, and then you can explain the shelf element of it for us all.
So we have the draw shot and we have the drive. And the social weight's a little bit in between.
Oh wow! What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it just gives you more gives Selina a lot more options.
How far past is that last one?
Just trying to probably about 2-3 yards of weight. Try to get onto the shot ball and hopefully end up with the shot herself.
And the shelf.
The red one.
And the shelf is basically anything what bowlers would use as some form of framing.
Am I touching?
When it's just an angle that, like snooker, you can come off and get in back into the target area, like Selina actually just did. She was actually played it very, very well, and she just missed the jack.
So at the moment, Sheldon holding.
Not an easy one to add a bonus here because you don't want to touch it, but.
Yeah, so we saw Sheldon on the wider line. He knew if he touched the jack, he'd probably go 2 down. So he gets on the board, 2-1.
Yep. So just single shots for the opening 3 ends as it's quite tight.
Might go the early call here. Might be another tiebreak end coming up.
Ooh, potentially. Obviously, going off those first 3 ends, Selina's probably had more on the mat in general. So with the last bowl here, she'll get an opportunity definitely to either make a conversion or add to if she's already holding. So it's a big end for Sheldon.
Yeah. And if Sheldon gets a 1 here, we get a kind of a 4-ball tiebreaker end.
Yeah, we do.
Basically, you treat it as a tiebreaker.
I think that the best thing about this format is, probably 80% of the games are going to come down to the last bowl. And who can make it? We'll decide who gets the 3 points.
It's not a bad start because he's semi-closed off the hand. So
yeah, Selina played all 4 balls on that side. Has to switch.
This is a very fine line down this hand that she's playing, I felt. You can play the inside line. She's played it quite well here. Actually, she's played it very well. Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah,
good
especially
start.
for the non-bowlers audience. Singles, a lot of the time, is your first 2 balls. You want to get one of your first 2 balls close and kind of put the pressure on your opponent.
Start dictating the end, right?
Yep. All right, bigger weight.
There we
here.
go.
Just the usual.
Good weight, mate.
Yeah, so in other forms of games, the respot would be, closer to the ditch.
Yeah.
And so Selina would probably waste it. Now she can draw another one here. So I really like this new rule for this competition where it goes back where the end starts.
Just a reminder, it is a fixed position for the jack. It's fixed mat position as well.
Oh, that's
another lovely bowl.
Yeah, that's very good.
Now, what is that mind thinking at the moment? That smirk tells me he's cooking something up.
1 or 2.
Only down by 1, big fella. Only down by 1.
Oh, she said 2.
Reaches back again. I tell you what, he's got 1 more.
Yeah. So you see Sheldon, you're wondering if it's 1 or 2. So if he just gets the ball out or kills it, he'd hold shot. So Selina would be trying to add at least a second one here. If she's not already holding 2.
We can see there she's got the 2 paddles.
So she could try and close off the front too. If she lands, like she's nailed her line. Like if she closes off the drive here, look. Oh, this is
Wow, that's a pretty.
That's
good tactics.
Very
from
good.
Selina.
Now he's got to go back to that weight that he played earlier, going this direction with the swinging. He's had a few cracks at this though, so he would have had a cider.
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
He's got to get past the front.
Oh, you dog.
Oh, it's a bit of a late turn there. Was that for Betty?
Game of
How's it feeling out there,
millimetres.
mate?
Game of
A
millimetres.
little bit different from roll up.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
She's played well. She's playing well. Not too sure who's holding the second one, but
Hold forever and
Just say
run.
that it's mine anyway.
Well, this will be interesting. Who does, if it is 1 or 2?
I think the marker said 2, but might be a measure coming out here.
Is it your time to shine? I think so.
It is.
It's actually a huge thing here. If Selina gets 2, Sean's going to need 3 to force a tie break, where 2 is a lot easier to get than 3. So it's a very crucial measure here.
He will have the advantage of the final
last ball.
ball. Sorry. Just allow Margaret to do her work.
Ooh. 2.
Righty-ho. So that is a 3-shot advantage for Selina.
I mean, she set up that end pretty well, to be fair to her. First bowl in front, one right behind, like, it's the ideal scenario, isn't it?
Well, you say one of the first 2 balls, got Sheldon driving, both ends going that direction.
It would have been interesting if Sheldon connected with one of the first 2 drives. They could have, you know.
Alright.
Pretty
Pretty
good
good
out of
opener
it.
here.
Still got a chance
Well,
here.
this is the great thing, and we've shown, as I say, he
Start off well.
is an assertive bowler. That's a beautiful shot to open, though. Good assertive bowler. See how he thinks his way through this one.
I think he'd be playing just with a yard of weight, try to land the ball
Yeah.
or trail the jack, and if he misses, it's going to set him up for the have a
she's-
chance.
She's obviously feeling where the jack is currently, so
this is going nice.
It's a good start here.
Great reply
That's a
there from
very good
Sheldon.
shot. But it's sometimes moving the jack off the mat might create an opportunity, because she obviously knows where the middle of this rink is pretty well.
This is what's going on in your
Yeah.
mind as
Yeah.
you're playing,
We
Shannon?
actually-
This
yeah.
is what, so basically what you're doing now is
Yeah.
you're verbalising all the things that's happening in your head when you're out there playing the game.
Yeah.
Your head is a fascinating place.
I think the last 2 games, our game and the previous game, I think only one end kind of got off our last end, the 5th end. So, yeah, moving that jack around, 'cause we've all been practicing on the same length.
Well, this is...
So got to get down to it. A little bit late turn. Good shot, a bit stiff there, not to make it a bit better.
Still holding shot, though, Sheldon.
Yeah. So Selina's in prevent mode. She's just trying to think, where's the best place to put this to block him from getting 3. Probably just be drawing to a ball in between
Yeah,
the 2
last
blue ones.
Because there's not much opportunity here for 3 currently for Sheldon, but if he did manage to put another one where his blue ones are, there's a shot down on the forehand for just to slice the jack across.
Yeah.
But she's got enough weight to turn the bowl here. Oh, she's played it well. That's a good shot.
Okay.
Gives him still an opportunity here, as long as he's not short.
So who's got shot? We'll wait and see what Sue says.
Be looking to trail the jack to bring us back 1 into play, the whole 2.
There you go. So,
So the 2
couple
on the
for
mat
Selina.
or the 2?
Those 2.
Right. So.
You can hear the cogs grinding.
Thoughts.
Okay, looking for some jack movement here.
It's not easy. Not many balls been played on the side.
Isn't it a good old steer down here?
I think
Just
that's-
needs to
that side's a
hurry
little bit
a little.
slower, I think, as well.
Oh, that's more.
Right.
Now Selina with her final bowl. She's up 4-1.
Oh, which is the third shot now? Okay.
Very close.
Yeah.
As long as she doesn't promote any blue bowl past jack level, like it's one of those ones that
Don't think Sheldon get all 3 red ones.
she's got 2 one side and 1 on the other side of the head.
So, descriptive question. How that last bowl that came in, for it to become shot, how far does it need to go?
Well, it's about 500 mil short.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly a mat. So
And then what's the shot bowl?
the shot one would be, that's your shot bowl,
Yeah.
that's second.
And what's that distance?
2 bowls behind.
What about in a mat? Just
How far away from the jack is it?
like how far away?
About that far.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Half a
Thank
mat.
you.
That's all right.
This is one thing that us players are going to have to learn. Usually in singles, you follow your third ball. But in conditions of play, you can't go to the head just because we want it to be really quick. So we're all going to have to learn how to, think things a bit different on the mat.
Final bowl from Selina on the way.
Maybe.
Those people may be sitting there wondering, why the umpire is being so descriptive.
Yeah.
Normally they're not. That's part of the reason why, as to what you alluded to, Ryan.
So from the mat
The
to
red
the jack
ball out
is
there, not the
28
last
meters,
one.
so quite a long distance.
Yeah, it's low of the one that's in the middle.
Do you think he can get? There's a chance here.
I think you just
Yeah,
have
so
to
that one's
drive
low
it
of
right
the
here.
one
He's
that's
got
just past
to go
it.
through
okay?
the blue one
About half a
to
bowl
get those
in
2
front of
reds
Jack.
out, and
Yeah,
then he needs
and
to come
then
back
is that one over there
and probably
high
get
or
the
low
jack.
of that one?
Yeah.
Low.
through,
Both
and then hopefully it
behind.
stays alive.
Yeah, so the one that's on the centre line.
Yeah, so Shannon's saying he's got
Yeah,
to drive
is that low?
as close as
Is the one? Is that lower than the one over on the far side?
No. No, it's higher. It's
Higher.
half a bowl in front of that one.
Perfect.
All right?
Oh,
Yep.
oh, that was confident.
Right, see if we can get all.
Oh, here we go.
There's a small chance you could. It's very difficult, but you need a little bit of luck.
There we go.
Oh, be good. Be good.
Oh,
He wasn't far off there.
that was a lot closer. You could see.
Yeah.
How far? How far do you reckon you're off?
Need to be about an inch under that.
About an inch under. Not
Contact,
far off.
contact on the red to get him. About it.
I think we could see what you're trying to do. Great game. It's going to be Selina Goddard definitely taking the win there.
She played well.
Yeah, very consistent.
Very-
Selina.
yeah,
Never
drew
played a
well.
bad end.
It's 2.
I think she
2 to
always,
Selina Goddard. So she takes that one by the score of
That's it.
6-1.
she wants to go again.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She's on a roll.
It's only 5 ends, Selina. You were ready to go, weren't you?
That's too quick. Can't count it.
Did he deliver what you expected? Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, as aggressive and assertive as what you thought he was going to be?
Yeah, I think so. Like when I was, depending on where my bowls were going, it wasn't really the best performance from me, so it probably made it a little bit harder for Sheldon to play his magic shots on the bowls. But when he saw the opportunities, I thought he would, go for it.
Sheldon, it didn't look like it was, as we say, we joke and use the cliche game of inches. It does appear as though on a couple of those ends it really was just a matter of a few millimetres here and there, and it could have been a different story.
Yeah, and like a lot of the heads weren't quite set up as well to sort of pull off those maximum results, but I've got to get a bit more in the area, I think.
All right, well, that's only the opening game for you, and so Selina Goddard with the victory over Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. Let's go to the points table and see. Well, Katelyn still stands at the top after her very impressive win. Selina Goddard now jumps up into that second spot. Ryan Bester sitting in third. Shannon McIlroy's, though, going to have an opportunity to push himself a little bit further. Do you expect Shannon to be doing anything differently in your next game?
No, I mean, as much as it's a different format to your traditional, etc., etc. At the end of the day, the game is of singles in general revolves around those first 2 bowls. So get the first 2 on the mat, create a little bit of pressure, and create opportunities for your last 2.
So it's going to be Shannon McIlroy taking on Tayla Bruce. That will be our penultimate game on night 1 of Bowls 5. Ryan is going to stick around a little bit. Shannon's going to go and get ready. A reminder, daylight savings is on the way. And my goodness gracious me, people, we have got the sport for you.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
No mai hoki mai, welcome back. This is the penultimate game of the opening night of Bowls5. Let's head up to the umpire, Margaret, for the coin toss. So, we are getting set. I've got Ryan Bester and Katelyn. It's both winners of their opening games as well of Bowls5, and Katelyn in impressive fashion as well. You seem to have taken to the format very nicely.
Yeah, I enjoyed it out there. It was great to be out on that rink, and yeah, really had a ball with Tayla. Yeah, we had some good fun, good laughs, so can't wait to see what happens with the rest of it.
Okay, so at the moment, I might point out as well, in terms of the intergender games, it is ladies 1, gentlemen 0, after our previous game with Selina Goddard getting things underway. So this is going to be a great wee matchup.
Yeah, great start there from Shannon. He really likes his backhand going this way. Like I say, both players lost their first game, so both be looking to get off the mark.
So when you've got a player who you know likes to play a particular hand, are you guys strategizing to try and force them to the other hand? Is that part of what you try and do in a game?
Yeah, sometimes. Like if you drop one, that one, foot short, still a good shot, and might force them to the other side. Yeah, like I say, it's a big chessboard out there. So
Definitely is, and especially when this length isn't changing, it's a constant length the whole time. You've got to look at what other tactics can you use out there. So can be an option.
And we'll be watching, all the games. Also, if we're not playing, commentating, or to see what the players, which side they're liking, and see what strategy they're playing as well.
Well, at the moment it is Tayla holding shot. So a reminder, this is just 5 ends. If the jack leaves the rink or is killed, it will be re-spotted. Of course, if we are tied at the end of 5 ends, as we saw in our opening game between Shannon McIlroy and Ryan Bester, we will be going to the super end, a 1-bowl decider.
Shan, pretty good track here, just get down, just running a little bit. And it's a pretty good home now.
Of course, both of our athletes here have had a chance to have a look. Already had a roll, so second time through.
Yeah, 2 world champion singles players out on the rink at the moment, so an exciting matchup. Shannon in 2016 and Tayla recently.
Well, I think we were doing the math prior to the start of play today, and I think across all of the athletes that are competing, all 6 years, I think there's something like 25 top-level medals at those premium events, likes of Worlds, likes of Comms. So that's pretty good just through the 6 of yous.
Yeah, thanks, Bester, for bringing the total up. Appreciate that. Welcome aboard.
So at the moment, Tayla still holding.
Yeah, so Shannon here switching to his forehand.
Yeah, looking to land the ball for 2 or 3, can promote his own as well. He's stalking it, he's not far away.
Oh, now the jog.
Just holds. So I think these are the bonus ones that be very key in these short games.
Absolutely, Taylor's cracked onto her line here, so try to add that extra.
It's going to play a good weight and should count.
Oh, that
good
line,
far
what's
away
that
here.
line doing? It's going to sit there for you.
Just has to get there.
Oh, just through.
Good start for the girls.
Yep, Tayla,
1-0.
1 up. So, as we've seen in a few of the previous games already,
Tournament, woohoo.
single shots to start. It's going to be Tayla
Guys, I'm on the board.
on the board. And again, a reminder that it's about every game, every end, every shot counting, particularly if it comes down to into tie break as we look to do our final rankings at the end of our double round robin.
Yeah, I reckon in a few weeks' time, everyone will be pretty close. We're going to have to get the calculator out to see where everyone finishes on the ladder.
Well, we have got the spreadsheet ready to go. Don't you worry about that. This is another good starter from Tayla.
Yeah, as Shannon was looting the first 2 balls, putting pressure on.
I want to talk to you guys about where you started playing bowls. So, Katelyn, from your point of view, how did you actually get introduced into the game?
Yeah, so I'm from a little country town, Oxford. Yeah, shout out to all the family back home. But there wasn't a lot for us to do. You know, we played all the sports in the town, the rugby, the netball, and the Bowls Club didn't have that many members and was, you know, crying out to help them out. So we joined up as a family, and yeah, Dad and Granddad and all the kids, and that's how we got started, and just started in the country and then moved on from there. But yeah, just a fantastic club in terms of community and family, and they've really supported me through my journey.
I was going to say, in terms of family, Ryan, you must have been one of the coolest experiences in all of bowls, because you won a Canadian title with your family.
Yeah, yep. I won the Canadian fours with my 2 brothers and my dad, which is quite special. And also won 2 Canadian pairs with my father.
Is it 1 or 2,
My dad
please?
started the same year, so yeah, quite good. A lot of people get involved in the game through families. So yeah, any viewers out there, you know, if you like what you see, just go head down to your local club. It's a great game, great social game, and everyone will look after you. So
Oh, sorry, actually, that red one on this side, is that low?
I've got to ask the
Or is
dynamic
that
though.
high, please?
Okay, because
Yeah.
you've got a father
It's level.
and 3 sons who was skipping, who was actually in control of the team.
Now, I skipped. But yeah, the 1 year, my third, he didn't give me the instructions. The second did, just because of some personal issues there. No, we all got on good. We loved it. So.
Oh, that must have been just an amazing moment.
You know, it's one of the only sports where, you know, you could win a New Zealand title with your grandfather, grandmother, sister, brother, mum.
Very special.
Yeah, this is the thing. It is literally a game that you can be competitive, where you could have a 16, 17-year-old and an 80-year-old, and it be an absolute arm wrestle right to the very end.
Good shot there.
We're seeing here, this is...
Yeah, well,
Am I
I was
still
lucky
holding,
when
please?
I won the world pairs. I was 19 and my partner was 56. So there's
That's-
not many other sports that can do that.
Scotland 2004?
Yeah.
Now look where that's taken you, all around the world,
Yeah.
and then some.
Yeah. I love coming over to play New Zealand.
Well,
Great people.
well, we know that because you had the good sense to marry a good Kiwi lady.
Yes, yes. My partner from 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃, just south of Christchurch.
There you go.
Good shot here from Tayla.
My goodness, that though is a very, very cluttered head.
Yeah, you look at 7 balls
That is
within 2 feet.
outstanding. Shannon has to respond here. Tayla holding 3.
Not a mile away.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, wow.
Rags in the air.
You nearly brought my other one.
Well, that is...
But I think what we're seeing is, this is Shannon Taylor's second game. I think the standard's just going to go higher and higher each night and each week once everyone gets get used to the green and become very comfortable with it.
Well, that's 3 that have been removed, and it looks like they're measuring for the possibility of Tayla to sweep.
Yeah, we were talking last game how important a good start is, so Shannon will be under the pump here. He's basically a do or die in now in this third end.
Well, she's got 3, so she's already a full end up.
Yeah.
When she'd go to 4-0, this to maybe take it to 5. Just 2 ends in with 3 to play.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Optimistic.
All right, so 3 there for Taylor.
So notice the thank you was a little bit more enthusiastic from Shannon than Tayla in that instance.
Yep.
We're underway, so confirmation for Love at the moment. Tayla with the advantage. And she has really started to find her rhythm very nicely.
Great shot.
Yeah, we had a good chat after our game and just talked about sort of, settling in and playing your own game. It's one of the first times Taylor's played under lights and sort of live. So, yeah, she'll only get better and better. And clearly, as you can see, she's gone very well.
Yeah, just has to get down. Great response
Shannon
there.
responding. Look at that, another 2 straight away on the mat. This is wonderful stuff. As you would expect, as Katelyn alluded to, you've got a former world champion, you've got a current world champion. They've won singles titles, nationally, internationally. Oof. They are really turning it up. This is delightful, absolutely delightful.
Yep.
He might switch his to his forehand here, but he's been playing this backhand so
Is that
well.
what you asked, sorry?
I do.
Your ball? Shot ball. Shot ball. How far? Behind Jack.
Shannon. Making up his mind. Sticking to that backhand. Wasn't far away with his first, just has to beat it.
Yeah, just said be the club, get the right caddy out.
Still running.
And he has
Sneak in, a little touch. That's delightful as well.
Great shot there.
Crowd goes wild.
Yeah. Okay, now Tayla, she'll be looking, a little touch on the jack and make 2. Fantastic balls here.
It really is. I mean, what have we had? I think it was 7 of the 8.
Yeah.
They were pretty much within the zone in that previous end, and here
Tayla.
comes another absolute peach from Tayla Bruce.
Stunning. Great shot.
Outstanding.
Look at the TV screen.
Both these players like beating up on Canadians as well. Shan beat me in the world final, and when Taylor
You've
won,
got to give that. You've got to let that go. Okay.
beat Kelly McCarahan from
Yeah, it
Canada.
was.
No,
I was going to say, clearly you have very vivid memories of 2016.
Me and Shan were very good mates.
That's your second shot there.
Full ball short, I'm shooting.
That's one great thing about the sport. You can play all over the world, which, Scotland, England. This is where you can't come to the head, so you really have to use your imagination, really watch every ball as well. A lot of times, you can just turn around and not really watch where your opponent's ball goes, but you really have to look.
Shannon will have one more after this.
Yeah, looking just to crack an egg, I think.
Again, the line is very good. Just a little short. Look at that. Last bowl of this end for Tayla Bruce, who currently leads by 4 and holds.
See what's going on down here.
Tayla doesn't want to hit it herself.
No, just get past.
Ooh. She's still holding, but a bit more room for Shannon.
Still with shot.
One on the measure?
Yeah, which is the measure, the back one, is it?
Yeah, yes. Favour yours for second, but it is close.
Bloody-o. Well, this is...
Taking his time, Shannon.
One of Shannon's biggest strengths is just his mental composure. He's so smart, so calm.
Well, that's what I noticed in that previous little stint he did with commentary. It really was like he had a stream of consciousness coming through as he was looking and watching and trying to read.
That side of the rink's just a little bit slower.
Just want to get that second
Dropping
one
a couple feet. So there's a dream start here from Tayla.
Yeah.
Oh. Once again, it's Sue having to get the measure out. It's right there, both Sue and Margaret. We talk about world-class bowlers that we have got. We have got world-class umpires and markers as well in action. And Sue, who's operating, as you can see at the moment, Margaret operating at the other end of the rink.
Yeah, very fortunate to have these two and their expertise. Like you said, you can't come to the head, so it's really great to have that insight.
So at the moment, Tayla holding one that would put her up to 5-0 with 2 ends to play. We will move around and see whether she's actually gained 2, which would give her a 6-shot advantage.
Yeah, you can take something special here from Shannon. I think he's already put 2 up.
Get the confirmation.
And the best thing is having, you know, a marker at each end. Jack's already ready to go and just bang. Nice and quick. Mat down.
Confirmation there from Sue. That is 2 shots to Tayla, who now leads by 6.
Right. Shannon needs 2 threes here for the tie. And Tayla just wants to get first 2 balls.
The way his mind works, he'll be thinking, I need a 3 and a 4 for the victory.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely. Not over until that last bowl, that's for sure.
As we've said before, because every shot counts, every end counts, it's not like Tayla can really go back into her shell either. She's got to stay assertive, if not overtly aggressive, but still got to play good, comfortable bowls. And again, both of them are playing brilliantly.
Even though Shannon's down 6-0, he hasn't done much wrong.
No,
really.
That's a great point. It's just been really good bowls. Really good bowls.
Okay, a bit of a sniff here. So let's see if we can repeat it.
Margaret, the wing ball, relation to jack level, please.
Half a bill in front of jack level.
Shannon would love here just to touch that jack and tuck it around the corner.
We see that mind, you can literally see it tuning over. Pretty nice line here. Closes in.
Good setup.
Absolutely, giving himself a chance.
Now does Tayla attack or keeps the draw? I think she'll just be arriving, but it's a bit of a narrow line. Just try to land any one of the red ones. If she drop one, she wins the game. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is going to be right on the money as well. Ooh.
Wow.
Good shot.
A really good shot there by Tayla.
Not sure if it's 1 or 2 now.
Yeah, that was about to say, that one may have actually just pushed jack that little closer to that second bowl of Shannon's there. That'll be another measure probably.
It's one in a measure.
Who do you favour?
I favour blue for second.
Should have smiled sweeter when you asked that question, Shannon.
Is the jack now, what's the distance off my bowl?
It's about a centimetre away from my ball.
He's got two options: draw the forehand, or play the backhand. Try to land the blue one out for 3. Just whatever he's confident in.
Yeah, remembering that he has to score, so.
He needs at least 2. Keep the dream alive.
One of the options here, Shannon.
I just need another one. I'll beat the side one. Problem is if I play down here and I touch it, it's hard to get a multiple. Got to get at least 2.
Appreciate that.
So I need if I'm going to get any more than 2, I've got to open up that bowl. That one that's on that side.
That's awesome. Great to get that insight. There you go. That's what's going through his head as he lines this up. That's wonderful stuff.
Just try and another one handy.
And he delivers. Oh, it's one of the great little things about Bowls 5. You won't be wondering. You will find out. You will know. Ooh.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Oh,
Great
that's
shot.
brilliant.
Absolutely, fantastic.
What's the situation, please?
Golly.
Yeah, big chance.
One red.
Oh.
Yeah, but the balls are set up really good for Shannon. If he gets onto his last ball, he's going to knock the other ball out for 4. So
Yeah, and looks like there's a really good chance off that
now
blue one as well to get back to those. So.
Oh, that's a bit
and if
tricky,
Taylor
isn't it?
draws one, she might, if she
Like
blocks
an
that
afford
hole, it's going to
one
help him.
down,
What would you play here, Bester?
But, you know,
So
I've got to try it. But then whatever I
think
do,
you just
I
have to
could
try to
give
draw
like,
as close as you
like
can.
another one.
Yeah.
Really.
you know, you just don't want to drop a 4. Like a 2's not disaster.
it-
Or you can smash the front. Like if you smash it, and you know, you can give him a free draw for 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I might go down this
It's just
holy
been-
hand and see
it's
if I
been
can
a-
just
probably the best game of the 4 'cause
rustle into
the
it.
heads have been unbelievable with lots of things happening.
And
Well,
how
yeah,
brilliant is it
hopefully
to
mine
see
doesn't
Shannon and Taylor discussing the
away.
shot here?
Yeah.
Loving it, the sportsmanship.
What it's doing is it's providing us with that little bit of extra insight as well as to what's going on in the competitor's mind. Oh! Oh, wow.
See, that was there's always the danger there.
Shannon's got the last here and he's got a grin on his face. It's over there for you, big fella. Wow. Can he take the maximum allotment and make
He's played
this
3 bombs.
final end really interesting? That's not going to be far off.
It's gonna run.
What's it going to do?
So I get to the mat.
Oh! I think that's a definite 3. And it is 3. Well, we said 2 lots of 3 send us to a super over.
Yeah.
Or a super end, I should say. 4 to win. How hard's that going to be, though, when you don't have the last bowl?
Very hard yet. He's going to have to put his first 2 very close. Because Taylor's just drawing really good this game, so especially coming this direction.
Well, here we go. Final end. This is our penultimate game on night 1 of Bowls 5. And
it's never over.
Shannon straight away.
Yeah. Yep, good starter.
Ooh, just glides it by.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon would have been in this situation numerous times, knowing what he needs to do on that last end. So just making sure he's up and arriving with his bowls, give them all a chance.
It's almost perfect. It's a close one and it's behind.
Yep.
This one's going to be not far off either. Probably just Shannon still holding there.
Yeah, loving the circle. I got really bad eyes, so you can really see how much.
So do I.
It's like,
quite helpful, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like the curling. Yeah, got the 4-foot in that. So here we go. He has to get by that one.
Hurry.
Can lay it down and up.
Ooh.
Shannon with 2 more to go. Tayla with the advantage.
Taylor would love a front toucher here.
Extra one.
Not far away.
Another fastly compacting head. My goodness, that's another one that's not going to be far off. Oh, that's
Great
lovely.
shot there.
Yeah, brilliant shot there from Taylor. Just
Yeah.
reducing that area that Shannon can score.
And after dropping her first one short, she had to make sure she was a good pass. So.
Yep.
Blue one.
So Shannon, they're just clarifying who actually hit the 3rd shot. The info was Sue was for a measure for who actually has shot.
Touch on there, confident.
Another one that's tracking very nicely if it's
a right
got
of his as
enough.
well.
Up.
Oh, he's
Oh, that one, did that just drop the wrong way for him?
Has anything changed there, please?
So I think
No.
Shannon's going to have
It's
to do
still
a
a
double
measure between the
takeout
back
here.
two.
Yeah, it is. And the blue one's still 3rd.
that would be a great snooker shot.
Well, we were wondering sort of how long it would take before the real competitive juices started to flow. It hasn't taken long here on night 1. Just see it in the eyes. Both these competitors really dialing in.
Yep, so Taylor just switching over, realising she doesn't want to get a roll out of either of Shannon's bowls.
Okay. I
Get
think
there, is it going to get there?
Shannon's going to have to remove both blue bowls.
And the supercomputer goes to work.
Blue and the red up front.
Yep.
Obviously the red's slightly shorter than the blue one.
This one?
Together. Yeah.
Yeah. It's about
Just
a couple of centimetres in it.
And is there, what's the gap between that way? Sort of.
Between the 2 bowls,
I think
they're touching.
Yeah.
he's got to drive and try to get both blue bowls. He can maybe get his red one on the back one and roll through.
Yeah.
So he has to be in the area and give a chance, and hopefully it works out for him.
Stretch the hammies, is it?
Right, on the backhand.
Firm weight. Oh.
The jack for 1, maybe.
Oh. Almost held 3.
Well, I don't know. You could. What's the situation, please?
So let's get confirmation here. Shannon's definitely holding 1.
1 red.
So 1 red, he needs 3 to send us to the super over.
This is where
super end, I should
How
say.
short is
those
the
ends
shot,
might
please?
come into play.
Yep.
At the end of the round robin portion. So
Thank you.
still, if you wanted to draw the shot, get that extra end. Went 4-1 on ends.
Yeah, and a bit of new territory back there, so draw a shot.
Yeah, put in the memory bank. Might happen in a future game.
Absolutely.
So Tayla Bruce is on the board. She bounced back from defeat to Katelyn Inch. She is going to come back.
Yeah.
She is going
Great
to
game.
take this one. It'll be shot Shannon McIlroy, but Tayla Bruce will win this one 6-4 once we get confirmation.
One to you. Yeah.
And because they would touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, was it like that?
They were just, yeah.
Like that.
And that would have gone through.
Now is the
That's what happens in all our bowls games.
Thank
you.
Woulda, coulda.
Exactly.
shoulda,
Whole
so
rerun.
yeah.
Oh, somewhat redeemed
Well,
myself.
Taylor Bruce has bounced back nicely. That must have felt so good to be able to respond after what happened in game 1 today, Taylor.
It was nice to sort of feel like I knew what I was doing out there now. Yeah, the first game was a cool experience against Katelyn, but sort of getting that under the belt, I think now I can hopefully carry a bit more of what you just saw there going forward.
Yep,
Yeah.
very nice indeed. Shannon, I love the way that your mind works and how you're visualising those shots. Just explain, what were you trying to do with that last bowl? What were you looking to try and do with that?
The last one was the inside, so the one that was towards that side of the centre line, that was touching the other blue one. It's just making the correct contact through the middle of it to get it to the back one, because naturally the other one's going to move off. You only sort of a bowl off, really. The weight was actually pretty good for it, for the shot, to get a maximum result.
Game of,
Yeah, too good, mate. She was good.
game of millimetres, game of millimetres. And the ladies go 2-0 up. Katelyn 𝗀𝗃 with the opportunity to go make it 3. Let's have a look at the points table. Again, Katelyn on the back of that outstanding opening victory continues to lead. Selina Goddard in second, best of third. Tayla Bruce, though, now on the board. And you'll see she has reduced her shot differential. That could come into play. 0 for 2 for Shannon McIlroy. That was something that I was not expecting. But then again, we have got such amazing competitors here. It is definitely possible. Katelyn 𝗀𝗃 is getting ready to go again to conclude our opening night. She'll be going up against Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, who we saw in his game against Selina. Very assertive, very positive kind of bowls player. What do you need to be aware of in this upcoming encounter?
Yeah, exactly what you just said. He's an aggressive player, so I just keep doing my thing, draw shots, see what happens, try to get as many on the mat as possible.
And then make it 3-0 for the ladies
That'd
as well.
be lovely.
That would be a lot of bragging rights at the end of day number 1. We are getting ready when we return. Final game of the night. It will be this lady, Katelyn 𝗀𝗃, taking on Sheldon Bagrie-Howley.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
No mai hoki mai, welcome back. This is our final game of the opening night of Bowls5. Let's get up for the coin toss.
It's ahead.
Off you go.
So there we go. So it is Katelyn 𝗀𝗃 taking on Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. We've got Ryan Bester. We've got Selina Goddard as well. 2 competitors with wins on the board. But I tell you what, that points table already is getting super, super tight as well. So all is in readiness. It's going to be Katelyn to get us underway. Katelyn, of course, has had a cracking start with her opening win over Tayla, but then we've seen Tayla bounce back already. A lot's gone on in the first night.
Yeah, Selina and myself, we only played 1 game the first night, so we get 2 tomorrow night, which hopefully get a couple more points up on the board then.
Straight straight away. So, Katelyn?
Yeah, you saw the last game, everyone's second game, you know, they got the feel, they know what hand to play, and you know, it was a cracking game between Shannon and Tayla. I expect the same here.
Sheldon.
I think the biggest thing work out with Sheldon, if he's going to keep attacking or if he's going to go back to a bit more of a draw game, which we'll find out.
As I say, I think, has anything surprised you? We've now had the opportunity to look at the 4 games, and I know prior to the start of this evening's bowl, there was a lot of talk, you know, it's a slightly different format, just the 5 ends, very short, very sharp. We know that if a jack goes outside of the rink, it's not classed as a kill, they'll re-spot it as well. Has anything really jumped out at you in terms of how the game is being played? Or is it still very much, in essence, what we would expect from high-class, world-class singles bowls?
Yeah, I think so far for myself, probably a bit predictable, but I don't know if that's just because I'm more so thinking of the players themselves and their strengths and you know, what they would probably opt to do. I would say that everyone's sort of sticking with their standard game for now, so it will be quite interesting once everybody's sort of played each other to see what they do the next time they come against each other again.
You see Katelyn, who of course opened up with a very impressive victory over Tayla Bruce by 11-0. Currently tops the points table. I'm sure she'd be pretty keen to finish night number 1 going 2-0.
Great shot here from Sheldon.
Who's very keen just to get onto the board, and that's a beauty. So there you go, he holds 2 and comfortably
got the
so.
back 2 bowls. A couple obstacles up front, but if she gets a jack, she can hold 3.
A bowl?
There you see, great shot of the head. That's the option.
Yeah, just wants to scrape the front bowls and try to land one of the bowls, get the jack moving.
Ooh, this is
far away.
Gee, there you go. So definitely 2.
The red ball, how far off the edge of the circle is it, please?
It's in the middle of the white round.
Okay, so how far is that?
Off the edge, that far?
Perfect, thank you.
What's he thinking here? I think that's
Probably just to see how much he needs to give it a tip to get his shorter blue one in the count.
well. If he could knock that one, that would actually.
Some solid. Yeah, great start there.
Well, there you go. That's 3 shots, and he is underway and rolling.
I think these 5 ends, those free kicks, are going to be so important. Yeah. That extra point, make your opponent chase a bit more in the last couple of ends.
Asking about that bowl, did you get the feeling that he was thinking maybe if he could push that, stop it, then he probably would have had all 4 shots? So is that the mindset you think?
Absolutely. I think, yeah, look at the head when you've got last bowl. If you're holding the shot, you're just thinking, right, how can I get another one? And in that case, it could be actually, how could I make a whole maximum here? So it's smart to look at those opportunities because I don't think you'll really get them much.
So Katelyn here. So it's that wonderful start a little bit earlier.
Well, Sheldon led her in this end, see if she can capitalize on it. And I think she has. Just has to run a little bit more. Try to get on that mat. Yep. Good opener from Katelyn.
Is it a bit challenging? I mean, I know athletes just want to be involved for the peer review. Look, I know you're going to open up our action tomorrow night, but is it a bit tough just to have the one game and then you sort of have to sit and watch, or in this case, do a little bit of commentary? Do you get frustrated from that point?
Nah, you know, mentally you just have to use it to your advantage. You know, we can watch, you know, see what the players are playing, how the rink's reacting, and put that in the memory bank and, you know, have a think and see what our plan is for tomorrow night.
So Katelyn, currently a shot up, as you can see there on the graphic to the left of your screen. That's another very, very good bowl.
Almost perfect. So Sheldon will be looking. Boy, just try
How
to get
far
this
off?
down to
Was
one.
that a smile? Did I see Katelyn smile? She's normally with the big game face, a little grin there. We broke her finally. It only took less than a day as well.
Who is she? Long may she stay.
So now Sheldon coming in from the backhand side.
Obviously,
down there.
Selina, you and Katelyn, one of the most iconic pictures in bowls when Commonwealth Games, jumping into her arms.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah, that was really special. It's sort of a moment that I think Katelyn and I sort of only know why we got so emotional in that sense. But I mean, any opportunity to give my girl a hug, I'll take it.
Good shot here, just covering the back and counting. So I think Sheldon will be looking just to draw a second.
Definitely got two and a measure for three. So Sheldon opened with a three and Katelyn trying to respond. Sheldon, he's got the jog on. He's got the jog on.
Yeah, that's a great shot there.
That's well done. Good body language always helps.
How far is mine off the jack, please? Yeah, righto. Thank you.
So last bowl.
Not really a free kick here, but a chance to add that second one.
Yeah, a little slower.
Within a foot.
Very quick.
It's going to come
First
back
one, the
around.
first one was
Still
actually
a
okay.
good bounce back after the first
2 metres short.
Oh, there we go. Both our players in our final game on the board. It'll be one for Katelyn Lynch. So 2 ends down, 3-1 to Sheldon. And we've seen the quality really starting to show through as all our bowlers get about their work and dial themselves in. We do have to stress, I mean, this is a very shortened form of the game. Normally, you know, best of 21 or maybe playing a set number of ends a little bit longer. Chance to really sort of settle into the rhythm.
Yeah, you have to have your game face on right from the first bowl.
So we've got a wonderful series of games coming up, and the really exciting part as well is the way the playoffs are going to work when we get to it. All of this will decide our rankings from 1 to 6. But the great thing about the playoff format
Thank you.
and our final night is that you could be 5 and 6 and you've still got a really good chance to win the whole thing, because it's elimination and advance. So 5 will play 6. The winner of that will play 4, and then we'll do it all again. We advance and advance. So you could be the top qualifier. You've got to be on for one game on the final night, which I think is a fascinating way of doing a playoff run.
Yeah, I used to watch the PBA, the 10-pin bowling, back in Canada, and they used to do that step ladder every Saturday morning. 5 plays 4, and yeah, the best thing is, all our players, we've all made the playoffs. You say we qualified for it.
Well, that is the good thing.
Finals night is going to be unbelievable, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a little bit to go to get to that. Reminder, this is double round robin format, so we've still got another series of those games to go before we get to that. I like that step ladder finals. I like that, the step ladder playoffs. Great term.
Okay, here we go. Pretty good shot here from Katelyn.
Holding a couple, and that one's just going to sneak in, is it?
Yeah, some nice late hoop on that hand. So, got the shot.
Here we go. This is the middle end of 5.
Yeah, the old step ladder, you can start in the bottom rung and still get to the top of the ladder. Okay, this one, I think it's just lacking a bit of speed as well, so 1 to Katelyn Lynch. She can make this 2 here, maybe even the game up. 2 ends to go. Hopefully we get another super end tiebreaker.
Wow, how good would that be? 1 to open, 1 to close. That'd be awesome.
good track again here.
It's that late hoop you were talking about, Ryan.
Yeah.
Where's the late hoop?
There it is. On the mat.
Just holds in.
Balancing on that mat.
So Katelyn's still holding shot here, but there's a nice opening for Sheldon.
False alarm.
So settled again. Sheldon, the 2023 National Singles Champion. Beaten finalist this year. This one can just nope.
Yeah, it's a big effort to do that in New Zealand. Hundreds and hundreds of players start off, and to make 2 finals in a row just shows the quality of Sheldon's game.
Well, of course, standing next to a person that's won that title twice
Yeah.
as well. So speaking about running gauntlets and step ladders all the way through.
Yeah, it is a tough field in New Zealand. You know, not only the players, but the conditions, the fact that the event travels all around the country as well. We're consistently challenged around the different environments, and I think, you know, when we do come to international events, that does kind of show our resilience for conditions. I know that whenever I go and play in Australia and it's a bit cold and a bit wet, they're always like, "Ah, you'll be right, you're used to this." And I'm like, still doesn't mean I like it. So feeling very cozy in here.
Right, well, this end is even more pivotal than normal. So end number 4, Sheldon with the advantage by a shot. Of course, leading into our final end, just the 5 ends in these games. It's another good roll here from Sheldon.
It's got to stop.
So it's to hold on.
Or will it listen to him? Don't think it listened to him quickly enough.
No.
This is 2 beautiful delivery styles on display as well from Sheldon and Katelyn.
Just has to run here. But I might block up that side. See what Sheldon does. See if he switches over.
Let's see what the... So he is going to go.
Good call from Sheldon. Just play 3 balls down that side. I think it is playing just a little bit slower. It's one thing I've picked up this night. Everyone who's played that side of the ring generally has dropped a bit short. So that's another good thing when you're commentating. You can pick up on those little things.
Right. Katelyn down a couple. The 3rd bowl of this end in her hand and away. Currently holding 1. She's about to hold a 2nd. What's that going to do?
She needs to get around it or get solid.
Falls nope, still just the 1 shot at the moment being given to Katelyn.
Yeah. Sheldon might, you know. Ooh.
Oof.
Same.
Sometimes this situation kind of helps if you were actually down.
Yeah.
Then you can just play like you got nothing to lose here and potentially make a good 2 or 3.
Well, Sheldon now switches back.
And the same, it's only the marker's opinion as well, so it's not always final, which we have to remember that as well. So he just has to get up here. He gets by that. He can always get up and lay it down.
And I'm not allowed to follow my 3rd ball.
Oh.
Which ball's 3rd shot, please?
Said I'd be the first one to do it.
Yeah, that's okay. You're allowed 1 free pass. People wondering what Sheldon's talking about. He's not meant to follow his way through,
And
but some habits are hard to break.
And I'm still 1 down, or did that change anything?
So it's very close to call who's got
Okay,
shot.
close for shot, close for 3rd.
I still quite like the blue one.
Yay.
Yours is that far in front.
Yeah.
Katelyn has to play good weight. She can bump hers up and she gets a clear pass, draw the shot.
final Katelyn Lynch bowl of this end. They're going to track, is they going to just nestle?
Just held up a bit.
So
you favour mine, but it's close, eh?
It's very close.
Does the plant on the blue onto the red, does it miss my back blue?
Yeah, so Sean's looking at if he drives the red ball out, he can hold 2 shots.
Try it and see.
if you do it right, it would.
Does the angles line up all right from there?
Yeah.
Lines up? Cool.
Again, this is that assertive style that we talk about.
Well, the barn door's coming in handy here.
Oh, that's going to... Oh!
Got the jack. His ball has to stay on the rink, though.
Cease!
His ball on the boundary peg almost went out
Just
of
in,
bounds, so.
just in.
One to Sheldon. Yeah.
So there we go. So it's
We'll never know now.
No.
1 to Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. We won't know who it was. So it's going to be shot to Sheldon. So he goes up 4-2. Katelyn will have the advantage of the final bowl on this final end. Trails by a couple.
I think the 4th end's going to prove quite important in this. Like, do you want last bowl? And, you know, it's going to be the most crucial end of the game, I reckon.
So, this here is interestingly poised. Sheldon bidding to become the 5th different winner in 5 games on the opening night of Bowls5. And look, we've been saying it all the way through. We talk about the world-class nature of the competitors. It also highlights as well the evenness that we've got here.
Yeah, I think you played 10 games. I think if you win 7 of them, you're going to be in the top 2. I think everyone's going to be close to that 50-50 mark by the when all the round robin portion's finished.
I'll tell you what, a super end is not out of the question here.
It's a pretty good start from Katelyn. Kind of blocks up a bit as well.
Doesn't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't look as though he was too pleased with that one.
2 feet away.
I've got to say, it's the good thing that I've already enjoyed about Sheldon is you know what he's thinking, you know what he's feeling.
Yeah.
Nice, expressive, emotive bowler. Nothing wrong with that. Katelyn now. She needs 2 to force the super end. Of course, 3 will give her 2 wins on the opening day. This puts one a little bit deep at the back, but as the cliche says, always useful to have the odd bowl back there. This is the penultimate bowl for Sheldon. This is the 3rd of our intergender games as well. That one's going to sneak in. That's delightful.
Great shot there.
It's a beautiful bowl.
Last bowl in relation to the jack,
And he
please.
stuck it in behind the ones as well, so he's hitting it.
Thank you.
So it was a perfect shot there from Sheldon.
So the ladies up 2-0 over the blokes in this little mini section of the opening evening. Gee, that shut Bester up, didn't it? Hey, he's been chatty as before, all of a sudden nothing.
We'll see what night 2 brings.
Yes. Katelyn now trying to respond.
Very close.
Well, she's made it heaps better for herself. That back ball's come into play. So Sheldon, he's got to, no matter what he does,
Kind of wish I was
Katelyn's
down.
going to have a chance.
Be a lot easier.
Unless he
Remember.
sinks it, which I don't think he'll be doing that.
2 takes us to a super end. 3 for Katelyn Lynch wins it.
What would you do here, Selina?
Feel like I would play the forehand and just
So one
see
blue,
what's
eh?
the same weight as Katelyn's back bowl.
Yeah.
I think that Katelyn's just so strong on her runners of that speed. and look, then you're at least stopping a 3.
He's gone aggressive,
nice.
which is
Be nice.
unsurprising.
Oh dear.
Oh. Well.
That could be Katelyn's holding 2.
Yep.
I think Katelyn is holding 2. We'll get confirmation. Let's listen.
1 red, measure for 2.
Oh my goodness, just adding to it.
They're a long way.
So it's the one between, it's the one in the ditch that's the closest to.
Red one and one in the ditch. Yeah, possibly the red for 2.
Don't think it changes Katelyn's shot. She has to draw for 2, and hopefully she wins the measure.
That's really what it comes down to. So a reminder, because that bowl touched the
I'd
jack,
favour
even
you
though it's
red.
in the ditch, it is still in play.
But they're a long way away.
She just doesn't want to
Yeah,
touch the
thank
jack
you.
and
Be too
make it
short.
closer to the ditch, so I'd be playing the backhand and just.
Now this is a fascinating bowl. She definitely has one. You heard measure for 2. She can put this in the mix. She'll definitely have 2. And then it's going to be down to Sue, our umpire, and the measuring tape. See where this one finishes up. Is that going to get there? Is it going to get close enough? That should be 2 shots.
Take the 2 out.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so that's 2, so it's all tied 4 apiece.
What a great way to finish night 1 with Bowls5.
Both circling, having a look, and it's going to be our umpire, Sue, and her fellow umpire Margaret's come down as well. Nice,
I think it's
nice little tension-filled way here to finish our opening night.
Who do you favour, Katelyn?
just clipping the jack.
Caitlin, what do you reckon? Do you think you got the 3rd or not?
I'll just back myself, but honestly, my eyes are that terrible. I wouldn't have a clue.
What about you? You reckon Sheldon? You reckon she might have it?
Yeah.
3.
By about that.
Righty-ho, well, let's see. Sheldon conceding defeat, so almost. It's currently
They might bump the jacket.
4 apiece.
Oh, easy.
Like that.
Yep. Just check the other one.
Right.
Choose the red.
So there it is. Confirmation. And Katelyn Inch goes 2 from 2 on the opening day. Katelyn, nice little grandstand finish for you.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. Like, I was really struggling for my weight out there, but you know, you hang in there in these games and you never know what's going to happen. So yeah, it's cool.
Sheldon, oh mate, that one kind of felt as though that it was just going to break your way that little bit again.
Yeah, it was. The thought process was if I just got one of the reds, then you couldn't drop the game. But that was probably the worst possible result that could have that could have went, and it did. So,
well,
oh well.
Great thing.
Still
Tomorrow
plenty
night.
more games.
Tomorrow night is a new night. We come back, we go again. Congratulations, Katelyn Inch, going 2 for 2 on the opening day. And so straight away, there she is at the top. Good shot difference as well. Goddard, Bester, Bruce with victories as well. McIlroy and Bagrie-Howley. 2 defeats to start the day. Of course, now we get to look ahead to what we can expect tomorrow night here on Bowls5. And hello, it's my co-commentators, Ryan Bester, Selina Goddard, to get things underway. Shannon McIlroy then gets his shot at Katelyn Inch, then Ryan Bester and Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. We'll go heads up in our middle game. Tayla Bruce, Selina Goddard. That's always going to be a fun old battle. And then fascinated by that final game tomorrow night between Shannon McIlroy and Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. Well, I better let you guys go and get yourself a little bit of a kip and get ready for that game tomorrow night. First, before you go though, Selina, what is it about playing Ryan Bester? What do you look forward to the most?
I mean, I think the fact that with Ryan's calibre and the fact that he's based in Australia, don't really get the opportunity to play each other. So, you know, I think my last memory would be maybe Ryan playing together in Premier League at Broadbeach many years ago. So, yeah, just be a really good opportunity to play again.
And Ryan, are you going to sleep well knowing that you got Selina Goddard first thing tomorrow?
Every game's hard. Yeah, just hopefully play well. And yeah, like I said, Selina, we played once at Broadbeach, I think 2016, so it'll be good to have a crack. And yeah, tune in tomorrow night.
It is going to be another outstanding evening of bowls. That was an outstanding opening evening of Bowls Live, and we look forward to your continued companionship tomorrow night. Ka kite anō.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝘄𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now Tauranga, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.